Hello everybody, my name is Lucas Weaver and I'm the founder of the Weaver School. In this video, I'm going to walk you through all the features of the flashcards tool and how you can use it to learn vocabulary faster and more effectively. So first you're going to log into your dashboard and then you're just going to click on this little flashcards button. And so then when you get here to the flashcards page, you're going to have a few options. Now, when you first start, you're not going to have any flashcard sets. So the first thing that you can do is actually create a flashcard set from a topic. So if we click on this button here, we'll come into this screen and all we have to do is give a topic that we want to learn how to speak about or memorize the words about. And it can be in any target language that you choose. So all we have to do is put in the topic first. So something like the days of the week in Spanish, and then put in your native language. So for me, it would be English. And then if your target language was Spanish, you would put Spanish here in this box. And then if you want AI images added to every single flashcard, then you would leave this box checked. And then the same if you want the AI voice pronunciation example. So you would keep that checked as well. And then you just need to choose which gender you want the voice to be in for the audio. So then you just click this little Make AI Magic button, and then you'll get a little notification that says that your flashcards are processing. And so now if we go back to our flashcard sets, once they finish processing, you would see you have a flashcard set like this one, how to discuss fine dining in Spanish. So we can either edit that flashcard set or we can actually study it. And then if you just click into this top here with the name of it, it's just going to show you an overview of all of the words in or of all of the flashcards. So for each flashcard, you will get the term, and then the translation into your native language. So for me, that was English. And then you'll get an example of the word in your target language used in a sentence, okay? And now from here, we can either edit this card or delete this card, and then we can listen to the audio example. Restaurante. Right? And so we can go through and this just kind of get an overview of all of the flashcards in a set here before we decide that we actually want to start studying it. And you can see I used this just straight from the create from a topic option. And you can see how everything is related to fine dining. So you can see we have champagne glasses here. We have a waiter here. Today's special. Looks like we have the wine list and then how to ask, can you recommend a good wine? So a lot of things that we need here to be able to speak in a fine dining situation in Spanish, all right? So if we click study, this is actually going to take us into the study mode for the flashcards. And you can see the first thing that we see is the flashcard term. So the term that we're actually learning, which in this situation is restaurante, okay? So if we click that, it'll flip it to the other side, which shows us the translation. So very simple. We see the target word on one side and the translation on the other side. All we have to do if we want to go to the next card is just click this next button and it'll take us to the next word, which in this case is menu. And then if we want to listen to that AI voice pronunciation example, we'll just click the sound icon. Menu. And then it's just going to play that audio example for us. So this is super handy because then while we're studying the words that we're trying to learn, we can hear how it's pronounced and remember that, and then also repeat it after we hear it. So just to practice the pronunciation ourselves and to just add more brain activity there to help us memorize these words faster. Now, once you feel like you've learned a flashcard and you don't need to study it anymore right now, you can just click this little check mark at the bottom to mark a card as learned. Okay, and then if you go up here and you change in the settings to remove the learned flashcards, this flashcard would now come out of your set that you're currently studying, and then it would go into the spaced repetition reminder algorithm, and you would get an email reminder when you need to study that word again until you've gotten it to the point that it's mastered, okay? So you need to mark a card as learned multiple times before it's considered as mastered. And so to do that, you just click that little checkbox down here. Okay, so we can also go into the settings and change it into image mode. So if we just click this little menu button here, and then we click on image mode there, now we will see the image first. And then whenever we click the card, we'll see the term that we're learning on the back of the card, okay? So then we can just flip through the cards and we'll see the image at the front of every single flashcard, and then we just click it to see the term on the other side, all right? Now if we click this little arrow back to the left, then it'll take us back to the flashcard set overview, which we saw before, just to show us all the words. And then we can click here and say, go back to sets to go back to the overview of all of our sets. Now, some other options that you have for creating flashcards, you can also create them from a file. So either a PDF, JPEG, a PNG, or a TIFF file. So these are all image files, and then a PDF obviously contains text. All you have to do is put in the name of the flashcard set, add a description, choose if you want it to be definitions or translations. So what do you want on the other side of the card? Do you want the definition in the same language, or do you want a translation into your target language? Okay, so if you want definition mode, you just put the same target language and the same native language. The one thing about the create from a file mode is that it is restricted to a certain number of target languages you can see here, because it's just a restriction of the technology's ability to recognize the text in the images. It can't do it for every single language. Now, again, you can choose to add AI images and AI voice examples, and then you just choose your gender, and then just click the file that you want, select it here, click upload, and then go to make AI magic just like always. You can also import vocabulary words just from a simple list. So just, again, choose a name and a description, and then add a list in the format of word : definition or word : translation, and then it will create the flashcards from that list. So now if we go back and look at our flashcards, we can see I have this one here, how to get a taxi in Korea. And I just want to show this one because it's a little bit different, because in this one, you'll also have the romanized version of every single word. So whenever you're studying words in this view, you'll see that we have the vocabulary word that we're studying, but then we also have the romanized version of the word right below that. So if you're a more of a beginner, right, that's very beginner friendly, because you can actually see how it's supposed to be pronounced, click the button, listen to how it's supposed to be pronounced, and then actually repeat after them. But if you're a more advanced learner, right, and you already understand Hangul, for example, and you don't want the romanized version, you can just click this button here, take away show romanized, and now you will only see the actual target language, okay? Okay, so another option that you have with the flashcard sets is you can actually look at the existing flashcard sets that have either been created by me or other users and then made public. So all you have to do is click up here at the top at this Explore Sets. And for example, if you're one of the IELTS students who's using one of the IELTS tools, you can see that I have tons of IELTS flashcards here for academic words, right? And I already have some that I've added to my dashboard. So all you need to do to study one of these existing sets is just click on this add button here, and then it will add that to your account. And then if you don't want to study it anymore, you just click remove, and then it will take it away from your account. Okay, so then you won't see it in your dashboard anymore. But if you do click on the add button, you'll just see it there in that overview page of all your flashcard sets, along with the ones that you created. And then you'll get access to all the different individual flashcards that are in there in that flashcard set. All right, so that's about it. If you have any questions, please send me an email at Lucas, Lucas, at weaverschool.com. Try the tool. I hope you find it helpful, and please let me know if you have any questions or find any bugs or something like that, and I'll be happy to help. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Take care and talk soon.